Hey, Chakra Warriors. I'm going live here from my backyard. As you can see, we're doing some brickwork. Brickwork is lining up in the backyard, but I'm going live today outside sunny Saskatchewan. Where? Some of you guys might know where that is. I'm in the center of Canada. Sometimes it's snowy Saskatchewan. But I'm coming today for the money challenge, because today we are going to tackle something very important, and that is acting as if and mindset. And this is something you have to get right in order to get your money right in your life and get the cash flow going. And when I say acting as if, just excuse me, there might be some noise in the background. There's a bit of construction going. So when I say acting as if, hello, Tippy Thomas, hello. Kristen, hello. Angie, hello. Ashley, drop me a love heart, because I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Hello, Anne. Okay, so I was just saying, you have to start acting as if. Oh, thank you. She says I look fantastic. I miss you too. Oh, I've been so busy with this money challenge and trying to get this out. Okay, so here we go. Acting as if doesn't mean that you have to go buy a luxury car. It doesn't mean that, you have to go buy a hot tub, which that's what we're getting ready for in my backyard. Shh, don't tell anyone. They'll all be over here. And I just need to soak in my hot tub like a mermaid. Anyways, we are getting down a rabbit hole here, really back. This is the beauty about lives, right? Angie, mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, anyways, acting as if doesn't mean you have to go extravagant. It literally just means, and this is what I tell you guys all the time, is how would a rich person show up in their life? How would they show up to work? How would they show up in their business? How would they show up in life in general? How would they show up in their relationship? What would they say? What would they do? What would they think? What would they be doing day to day in their life? Okay. So what would they say? They wouldn't be making excuses. They would just do it. I'm going to tell you some of the things what it would be. And this is how you guys have to start acting. So they would push through fear. They would take risks. They would act calm, confident. My dog is pooping right over there right now. That's what he's doing. A little distraction. All right. This is how a rich person would show up in their life. So I always teach my clients to be a calm, confident, centered individual. So you wouldn't be lashing out. I always say the person who responds the most loses. And that is not a calm, confident, wealthy individual. If you're freaking out, you got to get your emotions in control, because a rich person would not be acting that way. Or at least a good one. Okay? So how would they be carrying themselves through life? I just want you to think, what would a rich version of yourself, how would they show up in the relationship of you guys? Exercise for you. What would a rich version of yourself, how would she or he show up in their relationship? How would they show up in their business? How would they show up at work? What would they be saying? What would they be doing? So I know when something is out of line, okay? So you would be first of all, this is something I say every day to myself. I'm just giving you guys lots of tips here. And I was saying this to my clients last night. Are you coming from a place of love or fear? Are you acting out of a place of love or fear? And I ask myself this several times per day just to keep my fear in check, as we've talked about during this money challenge. You have to keep your fear in check. So you cannot act out of both love and fear at the same time. You're either acting out of fear or you're acting out of love. So ask yourself which one are you acting out of. Okay? A good wealthy person acts out of love. They take risks. They care about the people around them. They care about their clients. They serve, give. Okay? And then when it comes time to receive, they also receive. That being said, a wealthy person is also able to assert boundaries to come from love for themselves and love for others. So as much as you serve, you're also able to assert boundaries in a healthy way. You're not having emotional explosions. You're asserting boundaries. You're saying the right things. You have the mindset that's clear. This is how a wealthy person shows up. What would their house look like? And you don't have to have a big fucking house. It's just, what would their relationship look like? What would their house look like? And this brings me to the last point. I'm just looking at my cheat sheets here. Am I missing anything? Fear, love, emotions, boundaries. You need to act calm, confident, centered. You need to stop making fucking excuses and do it anyways. And here's the kicker, okay? I want you to ask yourself, in addition to every day for the next couple days, am I acting out of fear or love? Here we go, too. Here's another thing. Before I get to the kicker. Number 2, if you are suffering, there's one of two things happening. Because a wealthy person eventually learns to trust their unfolding path and push through it and push through the fear. Suffering. So if you're suffering, you are either needing to A, make a decision, and all decisions should be made out of love. Or B, you are thinking your problems are bigger than you and you are not manifesting correctly. And you don't have a healthy mindset. And you got to shift back into gear saying, hey, who's in control? I am. A wealthy person makes huge moves, huge risky moves, because they trust their unfolding path. I've made some pretty ballsy moves, you guys. Okay? Just think about some of these things I'm saying and go practice them. And think about what the wealthy version of you, what would they be doing, saying, acting like? How would they show up? Okay? The next thing I want to bring to you, last, I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to put it in the comments below. I want you to ask yourself, what am I tolerating right now? What am I tolerating? Because that is one thing that's keeping you from being wealthy. We are in windy Saskatchewan now. That's one thing that's stopping you from being wealthy. What am I tolerating? Could be something in your relationship. It could be something in a friendship. It could be something in your house. I'm tolerating a messy house right now. I hired a cleaner because I was tolerating that. What are you tolerating that you need to change immediately? Put it in the comments below. Put it in the comments below. Hi, Naomi, what are you tolerating? What are you tolerating that you need to change? And so there's a couple things. I'm just saying, wealthy mindset, wealthy person, how are they acting? What are they doing? How do they show up in life? They always show up coming from love. Ask yourself if you're coming from love or fear, because you can't come from both. If you're in fear, you can't be in love. If you're in love, you can't be in fear. That's how you need to act. And then number 2, what are you tolerating? What are you tolerating? Okay? And is there any boundaries you need to set with love? And how can you remain calm, confident, and centered? And then how do you show up for your relationships? For your business? For your bank account? What are you saying and doing to act as if you are a wealthy person? And that boom, boom, boom will get you in line. Trust and unfolding path. We'll be talking about that a little bit more during the money challenge, all right? Okay. All right, here we go. We got Naomi says, I'm tolerating a messy house. Me too. I hired a cleaner to solve that problem. From the big kid, aka boyfriend, and the little 5-year-old boy and 3 crazy dogs. Okay, Naomi, I also urge you to ask yourself, what are you tolerating in your relationship as well that needs to shift? You know, sometimes, you look at your relationship, I walk around, you guys, and I go, what would a 7-figure businesswoman do right now? Would she tolerate this bullshit this person's doing to her? Would she, no, she would respond calmly and put up the boundary. What would a 7-figure businessman, how would he be acting? How would he kind of change around the life? How would that go? Anne says, a toxic relationship. She's tolerating a toxic relationship with someone who doesn't support my dreams and wants to control me. That is not what a woman who has a 7-figure salary or earning, she would not be with that person. That's plain and simple. And these are hard realities for us to... Yes, this is not easy shit. This is hard stuff. Growth ain't for weenies. I always say that. Growth is not for... Anyone else want to share what they're tolerating? I'll freaking give you advice right now. Drop it in. Drop it in the comments below. What are you tolerating? Like I said, I'm tolerating a messy house, so I work to change that. You guys, it's time to take steps to change it. Now, with a relationship, it can be really scary, right? But Anne, a 7-figure wealthy woman, would not be in that relationship. That's just the truth. Okay, so what would the wealthy version of yourself, how would she show up in her relationship? And what kind of boundaries would she assert? She needs to start asserting boundaries. And you and I are going to be talking offline a little bit. Naomi and Anne, thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing, because that's another thing. A wealthy person is vulnerable. She admits her faults. You guys, I've looked at my own relationship. I've looked at my own bank account. I've looked at my own house. I'm not perfect. I'm always figuring out what I'm tolerating. I'm always pitching stuff and trying new things and working past my fear. This doesn't end. If you want to keep this momentum going, it doesn't end. This is just how it goes. You got it. This is a growing thing. There's always new things that you're like, oh fuck, I'm tolerating that. Fuck, I need to put a boundary here. Okay? Let me know. What are you tolerating in the comments below? And I will be helping each one of you. Mwah! Mwah! Keep on going with the money challenge. We've been a little sporadic at posting, but I'm getting on it, okay? It's been a busy week. We've had lots of calls. Clients need attention. Hello, Janine. Welcome. Okay, bye for now. You guys watch this replay because it's juicy, juicy information. And you guys get to work on being how would a wealthy person show up in their life. You guys need to live that, at least for the next week and beyond if you can. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. See you soon.